Hey guys, thanks for watching and welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the 5 items that I acquired in 2019 and that I'll be bringing well into 2020 and potentially beyond. So if you guys want to know any more information about any of the items I talk about in this video, be sure that you check out the links that I'll be leaving in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and talk about the new offering from the Leatherman. This is known as the Leatherman Free P4. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting name, but what I really like about this are some of the new features that I've never seen in a Leatherman. In fact, I've talked to the engineers, and these are the first times that these offerings have been available or offered. So yeah, you're going to have the same pliers, you're going to have the same tools like you're going to see in a lot of Leathermans. So you got your knife blade, both serrated and plain edge, as well as a saw blade, and then some scissors. And then also on the sides, and this is what is unique about it, is that instead of trying to use your nail to figure out how to get access to each one of them, you simply press and slide up, and then you're able to access the different tools then that way. And now you'll be able to have access to these tools while you're wearing something like a glove or something to that effect. So that is kind of cool. Also, just the fact that you can open it up like a butterfly knife, and you can probably tell I have no butterfly knife skills. That is pretty cool. And then you have a pocket clip if you want it, and they all come standard with a little sheath, and then has a button kind of fastener. So I've been carrying this for the past 2 or 3 months or so, and I'm a pretty big fan. I'm not totally sold that this is going to be a Leatherman Wave killer. I'm sure they still offer, the Leatherman Wave is one of their best-selling products, but I'd say so far so good, and I'm going to continue carrying this. And then another thing that Leatherman came out with was the Leatherman Free, and this is the K4. There's lots of other different variants if you guys want to check them out, but this K, I'm assuming, stands for knife blade. So it has the knife. By the way, this is the way that you open it and close it. Well, the way that you disengage the lock is that right there. And then on the back, it's going to be basically the same sort of technology. So those are available for you. If you guys want any of these 2 products, like I said, I'll leave links down below. But this one, the P4, is $140, and then the K4 is $89 on Amazon right now. Keeping with the things that you can keep in your pockets theme, I have a Olight. This is an S1 or an S2 baton. I think it's an S2 baton, but this variant, which is in brass, I believe, I don't know if it's still available. I think this was a limited run, but if you wanted to get basically the standard version of this, it's around $60, sometimes $50, depending on if you wanted the upgraded baton. But what I really like about this is that in addition to be able to put out a lot of different lumens, you can see it says 1000 lumens on here. So it's pretty potent, and a lot of these are rechargeable just depending on which version you get. Oh, not to mention that it is magnetic base, has a magnetic base as well. But I also like the fact that from the off position, I've said this in some of my other videos, you press and hold and it will go into the moonlight or firefly mode, however you want to call it, meaning that it's not going to blind everyone around you. And yeah, I always have an Olight in my pockets, in one of my pockets, and then I'll have a knife blade in my other pocket. So that's item number 2. Going to item number 3. This is from VanQuest. This is an RFID blocking wallet. This is known as the Cache Generation 3. And what I really like about this is the fact that it's very simple, pretty minimalistic design, and I'll show you some photos of what it would look like open. I'm just not going to open it up because I do use this every day, but I did test out this RFID blocking capability. So yeah, nobody's going to be able to sneak up behind you and steal your information while it's protected in here. So pretty awesome. At the next item, I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit, and this is from Danner. These are known as the Trail 2650s, and that's supposed to indicate the amount of miles that are on the Pacific Crest Trail, which is actually a bucket list item for me. So I really appreciated the fact that Danner makes boots for something like, really long through hikes. And I got the mid version, so it goes past the ankles, gives you some good ankle support. And what's really cool about these boots is that it also offers Achilles support as well. So far so good. I've had these for a handful of months, and I've been wearing them as often as I can whenever I'm out of uniform, just kind of wandering around town and whatnot. Okay, before I get to my fifth and final item, I wanted to show y'all some, I guess, runner-ups, as they say. And these are just really expensive, so I didn't feel comfortable putting them on the list, but these are items that I also got in 2019. So I got my new iPhone. I've been rocking the iPhone 6 for the past however many years now, and I finally needed to get an upgrade. And so I got the iPhone 11, and then for basically travel, I really, as someone who travels a lot, both internationally as well as just traveling around Europe, that's where I'm stationed right now, I like to tune people out. And so I finally invested in some noise canceling headphones. These cost around $349. These are the Quiet Comfort 35-2s, I think is what they're called. And they are noise canceling as well as Bluetooth, as well as you can use a wired cord with these as well, which I tend to do. But yeah, I really like these so far, and highly recommend them. But these are both pretty expensive items, but if you are willing to invest or budget the money, then I say they're well worth it. Okay, getting to the last item. Surprise, surprise, it is a knife. And this is the Para 3. I wasn't a huge fan, or at least I don't think I was just caught up in the fandom whenever Spyderco announced their Para 3. I didn't dislike it. I like Spyderco and I like compression locks as much as the next guy. But the fact that people were saying it's better than the Paramilitary 2, I didn't know if I agreed with that necessarily, but I do like the size of it. I like that it's pretty much the same size as the Delica 4, which I'm a fan of. Now, the reason why I'm including it in this list right now is because if I hadn't already bought this G10 version, which is around 135 bucks, then I would be buying the new version that just came out, which is the Para 3 Lightweight, and that one is closer to $90. Okay, so those are the different pieces of gear that I acquired in 2019 and that I'll be bringing well into 2020. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What are some items that you either have your eye on or that you acquired yourself and you are going to be using in 2020? You'll have a happy new year, and I'll see you next time. God bless.